I decided to go live just to go live. Um, I figured, hey, you know what? I might as well start taking advantage of the live stream, even if it's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I know I haven't actually advertised this yet. No one's in the room, so I'm kind of just talking to myself. Um, I was getting ready to go actually over and just kind of throw up some type of advertisement. But I decided to just jump on and go do a live stream. So I'm going to pretend there's people in the room until people start joining in, because people can just go over this later on and watch it. So there you go. Look at that. We got one already. So yeah, I'm just rolling out of bed. It rained last night, so my tarp's up and stuff, but it was a pretty easy rain. It's just, it didn't come down. The wind wasn't bringing in the rain from the side, so it was just a straight down, up and down type of rain. So we're good. Let me. Oh, we got 3 people. All right. For some reason, I'm not seeing the chat. So give me a second, guys. Like I said, I'm in my camp right now. So if I can find a spot to just kind of set that down so I can find my other phone, and I can make sure that I'm not missing anything in the chat room here. So just give me a second here, guys. I'm gonna boot up my phone and all that. Wow, 5 people already. So you guys must be subscribers. For some reason, I'm not seeing the chat room though. So can someone say like what's up? Like just wave or something. I want to see why my chat's not showing on this phone. Yeah, I don't see it. So I'm going live just to kind of, there we go, thank you. Tomato, thank you, Tomato. Yeah, there we go, thanks. Super happy on that. Now I don't have to worry too much about this one. Yeah, I'm gonna start involving you guys kind of like on my journeys a little more. So when I know I didn't post this last video yet. I still had to make a thumbnail and stuff for it. So it's unlisted right now, but I found out if you look in Ollie and a few other people actually found out, even if it's unlisted and I stick it in a playlist, you can find it in the playlist. So just keep an eye open on the playlist. Sometimes I won't put it up if I'm still working on the thumbnail at the last minute, or I'm trying to sit out the 24-hour period that YouTube takes to read a file, like read it so they can trust it and know that there's no issues with it, and then they advertise it more. But if you put it out before that 24 to 48 hour period, they kind of only show it to a select number of people, and that's usually your subscribers only and stuff like this, just to veer on the safe side. Now, sometimes they do send you a notice that says, oh yeah, we saw your video is cool, thumbs up. And I think as soon as I get that, then I can just put it out. But they don't always do that. Sometimes it's like but also I put out a video, they warn me like, hey, we haven't fully read all this. Are you sure you want to actually make it public now? But those indications are not always there. Sometimes it's just a guess. So, and also I'm doing this on my phone, and they probably have a lot more tools I can utilize on a laptop. But I mean, I'm starting to get ridiculous about how much stuff I'm carrying around, battery banks and stuff like this, two phones, you know. But anyway, hey guys, here, you want to see where I'm at? So this is my sleeping quarters last night, and it was about an hour before sunset. Let me turn around here. My Hennessy hammock tied off right on the back side of the advertisement board, but the location was awesome. I got the high ground up here, so I'm way up top. All the grass is actually cut back, so no snakes or critters gonna surprise me in the middle of the night. And since it's freshly cut, there shouldn't be any workers out here, you know, landscapers or anything anytime soon. But yeah, this was a great little spot because from satellite view, so I don't know how great my signal is, so if it starts breaking up, just tell me. So from satellite view, this whole area is pretty well open. You know, it's like there's nothing going on right here. So this is probably just undeveloped commercial property, kind of like what I was living in Tennessee, in that field. But like this is all field here. This is an uncut area, but this is also all just field here. This is what the natural growth looks like, and this is what they came out and, you know, but it's beautiful. Look at the power lines and everything, just, you know, green grassy hills and everything. And that's not too bad because I'm on top of the hill. Yeah, so there's home sweet home for last night. And it rained. So it rained last night. Not really heavy, so I got away with a small tarp. But that small tarp it's the one that, it's the least amount of material. So it comes with the Hennessy hammock. It's to keep everything to like basically 5 pounds, 2.7 kilos or something like that. So if you notice, let me kind of show you, if you guys are not familiar with the Hennessy hammock. So this is the bug netting, right? But this is like the end of the tarp right here. There's not that much difference between the two, right? And it extends a little where this part actually comes down. And so it extends a little, but there's really nowhere to keep your bag and stuff. That's my bag in a plastic bag. I got the larger pocket right here. This does not come with it. It comes with the smaller pockets up here. Up here, like the smaller pockets, and then you just hang everything off the line. But yeah, so the material is so small on this that any type of rain that's being whipped up with the wind can hit you from underneath and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a good spot. I'm surprised. So I kind of just waited out the rain this morning, and now there's 10:45 or so. It's time to pack everything up because now the heat wave is going to come in and hit me. Yesterday was a little warm, and I mean, I'm a late starter anyways, but I love starting early. When I do start early, it's as I stay up so late that I end up from the editing and stuff like that. It's so if I'm going to bed at 3 o'clock, I'm not going to wake up at 5. You know, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I got to get some sleep. So yeah, guys, that's my campground for the day, and I mean for the last night. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of start doing more of a, I'm not gonna put like a promise on a daily vlog, but I'm gonna try and start shooting more for a daily vlog. So yeah, when I got my eSIM topped up again yesterday, I'm rocking 2 SIM cards because that way I can just upload anytime I want. I don't have to wait until I'm actually in a Wi-Fi area. It takes a long time though, that I can have 2 cards. But what happened was when I went in to retop up my card, I still had 130 gigs out of 200. So I actually only used like 80. 130, so I used 70. So that means, yeah, no, I had plenty. I could probably live stream a lot more often and just kind of keep you guys up to touch what's going on. And whoever misses the live stream, don't worry, there'll be another one, you know. I'll try and figure out how to advertise it better, even if it's just for like 20 minutes, half an hour or something, and throw it out. And that way, just kind of keep you up to date on what's going on. Anyway, I'm gonna pack up camp. I'm gonna get this back. I'm gonna jump on the 3, and give me a second. Yeah, it looks like I got a ways on the 3. Yeah, to a spot called like Canjun Sadeli, and that looks like. Let's turn on my location. I'll see how far that is. Okay, that's 54 kilometers to the coast, so it's not too bad. I mean, yeah, it's not too bad. So if I get going, we should be able to. We should be able to get there by, well, I mean, today. Yeah. Depends on how many breaks I take. Another good thing is as soon as I get out of the field here, I turn right, there's a 99 Speed Mart. And they have the actual cheapest prices for drinks and stuff. They're not like 7-Eleven here in Malaysia really stinks. They really are. The Family Mart's better, you know. But it's funny because you can go in there and get food. But if you want food for like half the price, you just get it off of someone out on the street. So it's like the convenience stores here are just overpriced. The KKK Mart or KK Mart and their 7-Eleven and Family Mart all seem like they're just expensive garbage. And so if you want way better, I had a really good meal yesterday, and it, like, with a drink and everything, came out to 15 ringgit, and it was just a beautifully big rice and chicken and vegetables and everything. So yeah, I know street food is so much better. Plus it helps out the people that are small businesses, you know what I'm saying? I mean, why funnel your money into the bigger businesses and stuff like that? I mean, yeah, the bigger businesses employ people and all this stuff, but if you just funnel it to the people that actually need the money better. So yeah, I know I'm a supporter of that. It's just we're lazy as people. We just naturally are lazy, and me being one of them. And you get used to like what you call comfort food and comfort, you know, like, so going to something like 7-Eleven is more like a comfort move because you know the product they usually carry and stuff like this. But here, their selection just is really terrible. You know, it is funny because their selection's not that bad. And I mean, their selection's good in Vietnam. It's good in Thailand and stuff. It just, they come up really short here in Malaysia, and it's just strange. It's probably because they're overpriced. Honestly, it probably is. And I found out that there's certain spots that actually get. Ali was telling me that there's certain spots that they basically that they stop going to. You know, it's like a McDonald's and KFC and Starbucks, of course. Since they're so expensive, it's just like, you know, that everybody pretty well is like, no, we just don't go to it until they bring down the prices. And I think that's, you know, that's, yeah, it's, you know, that's the way to do it. You know, refuse to go to a spot as not just one person or two people doing it. A whole lot of people stop going to a spot, then they had to change their policies. But all right, guys. Well, I just wanted to get that live stream out. So I'm going to be hitting the road again. For you guys that didn't catch this, I'll try and start doing this more often, just as kind of show you where I'm at, what I'm doing, and all that. All right, guys. Peace out, and I'm going to hit the road.